What I mean by your nature as the infinite is a sense of yourself that's not mapped to scope. You could say the infinite and the eternal. So there's a sense of ourself that's mapped to time, that's mapped to our history, to our memories, to our future plans, even to the timepiece on our wrist or on the wall that's in the present. So there's a way that we organize around that sense of time. There's also a way that we organize around a sense of space. This is my body here locally, and that's your body over there, or that's Mukti's body, on the chair that I'm looking at. And so we organize things in space, objects, people, etc. And so when I speak of your nature that is infinite, I'm speaking of your nature that's not bound in space, in a particular fixed location. And you can get a feel for your nature as the eternal and the infinite through some rather simple practices. And sometimes they do take a while to get a sense of more deeply, but you can get them relatively easily as you apply yourself over these next days. And I know many of you will already be familiar with some of the things I'll point to, but it's good to have a refresher and to just let the invitation back to your sense of your nature as the infinite just really wash into you and be nourished and evoked. So if you are familiar, just please take this in that spirit of receiving. And if you're not, also do your best to be as receptive as you can. So often the first pointer to your nature as the infinite and the eternal is through this pointer to just get a sense of what's looking out your eyes. That which is looking out your eyes and listening through your ears to what I'm saying, that shows up and is present in the current moment. You may even feel in your body a sense of settling and arriving in this state of listening and receptivity. And so as you get a sense of what it is that you are that's aware, that is peering out through these senses, that's looking out through your eyes, that's listening with your ears, etc., you may invite forth a particular flavor of that, which is a sense of yourself that has been looking out your eyes from as far back as you can remember all the way to the present moment. There's this sense of continuity that is expressive of our essential self, a sense of that which has been bearing witness to your whole life, that has been, you could say, showing up or been present, or just simply is here for all the experiences that come and go. And so this is just a very simple awareness. It's not necessarily like a particular being present, like in a very leaning in, engaged way. It could present that way, but it might just be this sense of yourself as you've known it through all the ups and downs of life. And so that pointer of that, getting a sense of that which is looking out your eyes, that has been bearing witness to the whole play of your life and to the whole play of this world stage, that is a pointer that gives you a taste of this sense of being more ever present, this sense of continuity that has married all of your experiences, some that you're less conscious for, you maybe even be asleep, literally on your pillow for, or awake or engaged, and the whole gamut. So as you are listening, I really invite you to bring forward that capacity, that even draw upon your memory, that memory, or in this present moment to draw upon a sense of what's looking out your eyes that has been ever present. And it can sometimes have this quality of being more quiet. It's not commenting, it's not narrating your experience, it's not refereeing. It's just very quiet. There may be those thoughts overlaid, thoughts about your opinions about what you're hearing or what your experiences have been, or thoughts that are going into all other manners of interest. But if you just go to the very essence of this looking, you can get the sense of something that's quiet, and it can kind of feel like the lens of your attention is analogous to the lens on a camera, where it kind of pans back and it steps back, and you have a sense of objectivity where you might be aware that you're thinking, or you might be aware that you're not thinking, or that you're quiet, or that you're restless, or whatever your state is. But it's that essential self that is aware of whatever the current happenings are, whatever the current state is, that I'm really inviting you to connect with more deeply as you're listening.